On tonight's first ever Cobb Prep Rally, the hot beating sun. It's the dog days of summer. With pads and helmets, it must be a bummer. So grab a cool drink and chill out with us. We've got the moves and all the right stuff. Let's wind up the school year. We're your best source. We reel in the info on Cobb County sports. We'll take you over the edge. Hold on to your seat. We're the new show in town. Don't miss a beat.
And here we are, Cobb County, the debut week of the county's only prep sports program. Good evening, I'm Scott Kozlowski.
And I'm Ann Kokanya. For the next 28 weeks, we are going to bring you the best in Cobb prep sports 3 nights a week. If you have Wometco cable, it's on Channel 2, and if you have Summit, it's going to be on Channel 5.
On Wometco, we're on 3 nights a week, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7 o'clock. And if you have Summit, we're on Wednesday and Thursday at 7 and Friday at 5:30.
And it's going to be our mission to bring you the best in hits, highlights, and home runs, as well as things like Scholar Athlete, Team Clown, and some in-depth behind-the-scenes interviews.
So tell a friend and make sure to be with us every week. But right now, let's get you caught up from last year and take a closer look at Region 5 North. And let's start off with Harrison High.
Coach Bruce Cobley and the Harrison Hoyas are ready to begin their 4th season of football. Harrison High has only been open since 1991, and this is the first year the Hoyas will have seniors who have been with the team for their entire high school career.
We went to camp earlier this summer, and I think the team, we should win at least 6 games, if not more, this year, because we're looking a lot better. We're teams coming together finally this year.
Chad and his teammate Sean Haig will provide leadership for the Hoyas, who were 3-7 last year. The Hoyas will kick off the 1994 season at home against South Cobb.
We now travel a few miles south to the home of last year's Region 5 champions, the McEachern Indians. The Indians went 9-3 last season, but they were stopped by Central Gwinnett in the first round of the state playoffs. This year, Coach Jimmy Dorsey has some rebuilding ahead of him. The Indians will miss their entire starting offensive backfield from '93, especially running back Steve Johnson. But Coach Dorsey expects great things from returning running back Lamar Shaw, as well as TJ Mears, who moves from tackle to tight end. Look for exciting pigskin action starting on August 27th as the Indians begin their season in style at the Georgia Dome against Warner Robins.
Meanwhile, McEachern's biggest rival, North Cobb, is shooting to make the state playoffs again this year. In '93, they were beaten by Alexander in the first round, but finished up with a fantastic 7-4 season. North Cobb is off to a great beginning with 15 returning starters. They hang on to both quarterbacks and the second leading receiver in the county, Grant Cockrell. Coach John Allison predicts that junior tailback Don Munden will be one of his key players for this season. The Big Orange are gearing up for their opening game against the Sprayberry Yellow Jackets September 2nd.
Now, when North Cobb travels to Sprayberry for the season opener, they're going to meet the Yellow Jackets on their same old turf. But the Jackets will be under new leadership. Coach Ronnie White just took the reins, and he took some time to tell Cobb Prep Rally about his team and a little about himself.
The hot summer sun begins to set in East Cobb, and the Sprayberry football team is winding up their first day of practice under new head coach Ronnie White. White began his coaching career in 1981 at Walton High School. He's been with Sprayberry since 1991. When Coach Broadway stepped down, Ronnie White moved into the head coaching spot last April.
Our touchdown club's doing a great job, and only its 2nd year of existence, so everything's doing great right now.
Sprayberry is counting on Coach White to improve upon their 2-8 record.
So I think we've got a good mix, and they are really excited, and every time we come out on the field they work hard and do the things we ask them to do, and I hope that's going to translate. We've made some real good additions to a good coaching staff already, and I think those additions are going to make us a better football team.
Coach White can be described as pretty laid back, but intense enough to be a great coach. The players and staff members like his style.
He's really easy to get along with, good to work with, good to work for, real positive coach, and I've enjoyed working with him.
I think it's really going to be a great season for us because I know myself and the rest of the players feel that Coach White was definitely the man for the job. We feel that behind him we'll be able to bring Sprayberry back to the playoffs.
Several years ago, Coach White took some time off to start his family. His 2 children and his wife mean the world to him.
We've been married going on 14 years, and it's one of those long relationships. We started dating back in high school, and you know, the typical cheerleader football player relationship, and so we've been together for a real long time, and those things are important. Those things are real important to me.
A great season at Sprayberry is also important to Coach White. He's been working since April to make these jackets some killer bees.
Best of luck to Coach Ronnie White and the Sprayberry Yellow Jackets. And now we're going to show you what's coming up next on Cobb Prep Rally.
And there's stuff coming up you don't want to miss. Hang on tight as we spend an afternoon with our Scholar Athlete of the Week. Plus you'll meet Bob Giles, Cobb County's resident sports guru, and find out what's in store for Cobb County softball. Straight ahead.
Community pride comes in many forms. You can see it in your children. You can feel it on Friday nights in front of your friends and neighbors. Or you can show it in ways that aren't so plain to see. Showing pride in your community is something you want to do, but never something you have to do. At Cobb American Bank, we feel that pride. We think it means supporting our local residents and schools. After all, if you're investing in us, then we need to invest in you. Keep your money in a bank that shares your pride in East Cobb. Cobb American Bank, member FDIC.
Just how spicy are the extra hot wings at Buffalo's Cafe? Buffalo's Cafe. Nothing fancy, just good food and a darn good time.
If football is king in Cobb County, then welcome to the Pigskin Palace. Pro Sports is loaded with helmets, pads, and gear for little leaguers and the varsity. 21 years of fitting experience can't be wrong. So go with the pros. Pro Sports with 2 locations, including Powder Springs Road in West Cobb.
Are you ready for change? Presenting Hair Pizzazz of Marietta and Essentials by Matrix, the winning formula for hair and body care. The ultimate tools for your new look can be found at great salons like Hair Pizzazz. Ask a stylist for a complete Matrix makeover from your head to your toes. And you won't believe our new VibraSound experience, perfect for stress reduction. Hair Pizzazz is the salon of choice for all ages, and we'll put some pizzazz into our younger clientele. So start with Hair Pizzazz and finish with products from Matrix Essentials, Johnson Ferry Road in East Cobb.
So how long have you been working here?
About 3 weeks now.
You do nice work.
Thank you. So do you.
It's not easy, you know.
I know.
Everything here has to be so perfect.
Keep up the good work.
At Papa John's,
thank you.
Our mission is to deliver the perfect pizza.
Thanks for staying with us. You're just in time to meet Cobb Prep Rally's Scholar Athlete of the Week. Come with us as we spend the day with Frank LaCour from South Cobb High School. At 9 in the morning, Frank is finishing his last lap around the track at the end of football practice. This 17-year-old senior plays several sports and manages to maintain a 4.139 GPA. Does he have a secret?
Just pretty much stay up late doing all my homework and working on whatever I have to. And just that's pretty much about it.
After practice, Frank and his buddies grab a bite to eat at Taco Bell. Frank enjoys being with his friends, and he wants a career helping people.
In college, I plan on majoring in psychology and becoming a psychologist after I get out of graduate school, starting my own practice.
What made you select psychology?
I don't know. I like people and trying to help them out with their problems and all.
After filling up on Mexican, Frank fills up his car and heads off to go mountain biking.
What's wrong with it? Down, Bob.
I just want to thank y'all for coming out, filming me and everything, and I'll be keeping my eye out for Cobb Prep Rally, and I'm going to tape it every week.
Congratulations, Frank, on being our Scholar Athlete of the Week. Hey, Cobb County, I'm Megan Smith. I'm going to take you off the gridiron and onto the diamond. We're going to get our first look at Cobb County softball with Coach Farmer and the Wheeler Wildcats.
And here we are at the diamond.
Coach Greg Farmer's Wheeler Wildcats are ready, set to go. Coming off the '93 season with a 3-14 record, the Wildcats are eager to reverse those numbers.
We're looking for a much better team, a much better record. We returned almost all of our players this year. And as I mentioned, we've been in a rebuilding process for a couple of years. So this year, most of those girls that were freshmen and sophomores will be junior and seniors. So we're looking for a much better season.
The Wildcats will still be playing slow-pitch softball this season, but like in Gwinnett and DeKalb counties, Coach Farmer expects that to change.
I think by next year, all of Cobb County will be fast pitch. We are looking at moving toward fast pitch next year, give the girls a chance to get in recreation ball and play some fast pitch, and then we'll probably go to camp next summer. And hopefully by the start of the season next year, we'll be ready to go with fast pitch.
The players are warming up and looking forward to a successful season. With their experience and determination, team captain Shannon Green is sure the team is ready to take on rival opponents like Walton and Pope.
Really had a rebuilding year last year, but other than that, it was a good stepping stone for this year because we're going to be really good this year.
As the season rolls along, we'll keep you updated on the Wildcats and introduce you to other teams in the region. Keep up the winning attitude and good luck, Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Bob Giles of the Cobb Extra. We're at Buffalo's Cafe, and we'll be back with a couple of football previews after the play of the week.
Last May, the Wheeler football team got back to basics at Berry College. Just how many Wheeler football players does it take to walk in a straight line? One less than you'd think. This is no fish story. I guess it's just harder than it looks. It was just as hard to go up as it was to go down, and nobody escaped this boot camp weekend. At least somebody had some fun. It looks like Coach Jeff Hollis reeling them in. Congratulations, and don't eat that all at once, Coach. See you next time for Play of the Week.
Tonight's Play of the Week is brought to you by Pro Sports. Check out our selection of JanSport bags and letter jackets. Pro Sports with 2 locations.
Hi, this is Bob Giles, the sports editor of the Cobb Extra. We're here today at Buffalo's Cafe. I'm with Cody the Buffalo. We're on Cobb Parkway near Acres Mill. We're going to go over a couple of the subregions in Cobb County today, 5 Quad A North and 6 Quad A Subregion B. Let's take a look first at 5 Quad A North. You've got Harrison High School coming into its 3rd season of varsity competition. I see the Hoyas of Coach Bruce Cobley continuing to improve. They've been 1-9 and 3-7 their first 2 years. They've got a couple of fine players in linebacker Sean Haig, defensive lineman Brandon Scarborough, and I see the Hoyas going 6-4 this year, making a run at the playoffs. North Cobb High School made the state playoffs for the first time since 1987 last year under Coach John Allison. They've got one of the top wide receivers in the county in junior Grant Cockrell. They should continue to play well, and I see them having another run at the playoffs, finishing 6-4. Over at McEachern, the Indians' pipeline is not dry, so don't worry, Indian fans. There's still some fine players there, including running back Lamar Shaw, defensive back free safety Stuart Fleming, and linebacker Jeremy Marlowe. I see the Indians having another great year, going 8-2, making the playoffs again and winning the subregion. Over in 6 Quad A, Subregion B, Pope High School looks to be one of the favorites. Coach Bob Lord's Greyhounds were 7-3 last year, just missed the playoffs. They've got a great defensive team coming back. They've got a solid quarterback in Brian Hampton and a fine receiver in Tab Griffin. I see the Greyhounds having another good year and making the playoffs this time, probably with an 8-2 record. At Walton High School, the Raiders were 6-4 last year under Coach Robbie Robertson. If they can do that again, it will be a good year for them. They've got one of the top tight ends in Will Clark. They'll get the ball to him a lot. I see the Raiders going 6-4 again, challenging for the playoffs. Over at Wheeler, where they expect to go 9-1 and 10-0 each year, this is a young team. That's going to be a stretch. But the Wildcats of Coach Jeff Hollis do have talent. They were 9-1 in regular season last year. They won't match that. I see them going 7-3 this year with a young club. Well, that's it for this week. We'll see you again next week, Cody and I, from another Buffalo's Cafe location. And until then, have a good week.
Thanks for the wrap-up, Bob. There's more to come on Cobb Prep Rally. We'll take a look at Cobb sports through the eyes of its biggest cheerleader. Then give us 60 seconds on the minute mic to show you one Wildcat from Wheeler High School. Stay tuned.
Purchasing jewelry should not be scary. It should be enjoyable and comfortable. We have a small-town attitude in that our customers are our friends. We manufacture jewelry. We have extensive knowledge on diamonds and colored stones, and we feel that this better enables us to help serve your needs in finding out exactly what you want. Fine quality in jewelry should last you a lifetime, and it's something that you'll always be proud of.
Serving East Cobb since 1979, Edward John's Jewelers.
These days, it's not a restaurant's food that most people choke on. Buffalo's Cafe. Nice atmosphere, good service, and prices that are as easy to swallow as the food.
Meet Linda Thompson. She's an active member of the East Cobb business community and a leader in education circles, but you probably know her better as president of Cobb American Bank. She enjoys what she does and might send you away in a better mood, too. Get to know Linda and your friends at Cobb American Bank.
Did you know $6.5 billion of financial aid goes unclaimed every year? Well, I've got great news. I'm Rob Kalpak, and my company can provide you with a personalized computer report guaranteeing at least 10 sources you can contact for college financial aid. Well, let me show you how. You fill out the application. We'll save you hours of legwork through our constantly updated database. We'll show you how to get results. Let us help you find money for college.
Call Cash for College to get at least 10 guaranteed sources of financial aid for only $49.
So how long have you been working here?
About 3 weeks now.
It's not easy, you know.
I know.
Everything here has to be so perfect.
Keep up the good work.
At Papa John's, our mission is to deliver the perfect pizza.
Get ready for the Cobb Prep Rally $1,000 college scholarship presented by your friends at Cobb American Bank and Edward John's Jewelers. It's coming in November. Watch for more details.
Welcome back once again to our first ever Cobb Prep Rally. Hi, my name is Eric Hunter, and up next, we've got a man that every high school sports fan in Cobb County should get to know. No, he's not a player or a coach. He's the director of county athletics. So Cobb County, meet Tom Price.
It's very difficult to find a county athletic department in the state of Georgia that is as successful, hardworking, and proud as the one here in Cobb County. The ever-changing Cobb County school system now boasts a bright young supervisor of its athletic programs. Tom Price is his name, and continuing the success of longtime athletic director Corky Kell and providing the best for every Cobb student-athlete is his mission. He took over the post this past December after being the assistant athletic director since 1989 and fortunately has had a great teacher in Corky Kell.
To learn from him and work under him for the past 5 years, and so that really made my job easier, and I was very fortunate, as I said, to learn from him all those years, and I'm still learning from him today.
As you might imagine, supervising all the athletics in a county as big as Cobb takes a lot of dedication and intelligence, and having spent time as a coach at Walton and South Cobb high schools, Price knows how to surround himself with a winning team at the athletics office. Participating in sports is an important part of a high school student's education, so promoting athletics to the students and fans is also a key aspect of his job.
And we want to keep the participation up in high numbers because we, once again, think it's very beneficial to the young people to be involved in extracurricular activities.
Cobb County is blessed with a wide range of impressive student athletes who are dedicated to learning and being successful. Growing as achievers is a trademark of the Cobb County students.
Very dedicated. I think the overall that their coaches and their parents seem to also encourage their academics. That's one of the things we're very proud of, that, you know, they balance out the academics and the athletics, and that they know the priorities, and our coaches emphasize that. I think most of the parents emphasize, you know, making sure that they balance those out.
So rest assured, folks, Cobb County Athletics is in great hands with Tom Price and company.
We here at Cobb Prep Rally would really like to thank Mr. Price for all of his support for our show. And now, here's a feature that we hope you're going to enjoy as much as we do every week. John Lee at Wheeler High School is about as quick as they come, both on his feet and with his wit.
Mr. Sanders, could I have your autograph, please? Wolverine, definitely, because he's short, just like I am. He's strong, and he has killer instinct. Everything's just comes natural to him. For game time, always. We always use the bathroom up in the school. It's just something we do. We feel it it just pumps us up. This is like our lucky stalls, you could say. Be Jong, hit me, Lee, because I used to take all the hits and get up after every one of them. I'd get down on my knees and beg. I don't know about that now. He's so a beast. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now. I mean, that's what kind of coach he is. He's such a great coach. Arnold Schwarzenegger, my favorite actor right there. Yeah, he could definitely win an Oscar. He's great, man.
So Jong's no great judge of acting talent, big deal. He's still a great football player. And stay tuned, we've got more action coming your way.
Next, we get down with the Devils. Scott talks to the head coach of Marietta High, Dexter Wood, about the Blue Devils' upcoming season. Then come with us on a tour of Region 6B. The dog days of summer practice are almost over, and these teams are ready to play some football. Stay with us.
Are you ready for change? Presenting Hair Pizzazz of Marietta and Essentials by Matrix, the winning formula for hair and body care. The ultimate tools for your new look can be found at great salons like Hair Pizzazz. Ask a stylist for a complete Matrix makeover from your head to your toes. And you won't believe our new VibraSound experience, perfect for stress reduction. Hair Pizzazz is the salon of choice for all ages, and we'll put some pizzazz into our younger clientele. So start with Hair Pizzazz and finish with products from Matrix Essentials, Johnson Ferry Road in East Cobb.
All champions have to dress the part, and Pro Sports has got you covered from head to toe with T-shirts, hats, lightweight jackets, and leather jackets. The only place big enough to get every Cobb school under one roof is Pro Sports, with 2 locations, including Shackelford and East Cobb.
When you order our hot wings at Buffalo's Cafe, we provide you with one of these. Of course, when you order our extra hot wings, we suggest you bring one of these. Buffalo's Cafe. Nothing fancy, just good food.
Purchasing jewelry should not be scary. It should be enjoyable and comfortable. We have a small town attitude in that our customers are our friends. We manufacture jewelry. We have extensive knowledge on diamonds and colored stones, and we feel that this better enables us to help serve your needs in finding out exactly what you want. Fine quality in jewelry should last you a lifetime, and it's something that you'll always be proud of.
Serving East Cobb since 1979, Edward John's Jewelers.
Did you know $6.5 billion of financial aid goes unclaimed every year? Well, I've got great news. I'm Rob Kalpak, and my company can provide you with a personalized computer report guaranteeing at least 10 sources you can contact for college financial aid. Well, let me show you how. You fill out the application. We'll save you hours of legwork through our constantly updated database. We'll show you how to get results. Let us help you find money for college.
Call Cash for College to get at least 10 guaranteed sources of financial aid for only $49.
We now begin our roundup of 3 teams in Region 6B. We start at Pope High School in the Hound Pound.
Actually, it's the Pope High School Greyhounds, but Schnitzel the Schnauzer still supports Coach Bob Lord and the 1994 team. 20 seniors are returning to the Hound Pound. Most of them are starters. The Greyhounds welcome back several outstanding players. On offense, All-County wide receiver Tab Griffin returns, and he hopes to catch plenty of passes from QB Brian Hampton. On defense, Ross Petrus, who happens to be the senior class president, is back as a defensive tackle. Linebacker Wade Holland returns to the kennel to continue his legacy as one of the leading tacklers in the county. The Greyhounds are ready to run, and their first race is against Marietta September 2nd. Moving to the east, we come upon the battlefield of the Walton Raiders. The Raiders were 6-4 last season under Coach Robbie Robertson. 15 seniors returned for the Raiders. The team has a difficult schedule ahead of them, but Coach Robertson says he plans on at least 5 wins. Coach is counting on several key players to bring them to victory. Look out for All-County tight end Will Clark and free safety Joey Redmond. These Raiders know their biggest enemy for this year.
We're really coming after Wheeler this year. We've gotten tired of losing to Wheeler so many years in a row, and we're out to get them this year.
Well, Stephen, the Wildcats say they're ready to take your challenge. You're talking about last year's Region 6A champions, coached by 10-year Wheeler veteran Jeff Hollis. However, Coach Hollis knows he has to cope with the loss of 26 seniors.
All those seniors left us this year, so we're rebuilding, as the saying goes. Everybody accuses me of using the crying towel all the time. Well, this is the year we're going to really have to pull that crying towel out.
The Wildcats hope to turn that crying towel into a victory flag by the end of the season. They may have lost some experienced seniors, but they still have the ingredient for a winning football team, and that is talent.
That was a look at Region 6B, and now from Region 6A, last year's champions, Marietta High School. Coach Dexter Wood is here. Thanks for being here, Dexter.
Thank you, Scott.
This is your 8th season here at Marietta. You've had a strong winning tradition. You made it to the playoffs again last year, but I understand you weren't quite pleased with your record, and you could tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Scott, at Marietta, the expectations are always high. We went 4 straight years where we were undefeated in regular season, 2 Final Four finishes, and consequently, when you go into a season after that, you're expected to even go further. And we fell to 7-4, quote, fell to 7-4. And while we yet won a 5th straight sub-region championship, losing to Wheeler twice and losing a first-round playoff game is not acceptable at Marietta High School. We were in a little bit of transition talent-wise, although we had a great number of seniors, and you know, we ran up against a good Wheeler team, and McEachern beat us in a close game, but overall it was disappointing for us because winning seasons and going to the playoffs aren't enough here, and that's the type of expectations we're always going to have. So therefore, we're looking for better things this year.
Well, you lost 28 seniors last year, 13 of which, or about 13, were starters. How is that going to affect your team this year?
I think we're still in a little bit of transition. I lost 28 seniors, and I only have 16 returning, so we're a relatively young squad. I could start as many as 4 or 5 sophomores. In that senior class, I have no true college prospect like I usually do. And I guess the best label you could put on us this year would be that we're young but talented, which means that if we as coaches do our job as the year progresses, we'll keep getting better and better. And as always, when it gets to region time, Marietta's going to be in the hunt for the playoffs.
Tell me about some of your key players this year that are really going to have an impact for your team.
We have 9 starters returning. In Marietta, the focus is always on the defensive unit. We feel like that with defense and pressure special teams is what will allow you to be consistent year in and year out. We have 4 or 5 good players returning on the defensive side. We have a linebacker named Chris Flanagan who's returning for his 3rd year as a starter. We have a defensive lineman in B.J. Sanders, another defensive lineman in Brent Looper. We had a transfer from Campbell High School in Philip Blackshear who plays defensive back. And among those 4, we feel like we've got a chance to be a strong defensive team.
Okay, Coach. Well, thanks a lot and good luck this year, and thanks a lot for being here.
Great, Scott. Good to have you with us.
So that's going to do it for our first ever Cobb Prep Rally. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to tell a friend and join us every week on Wometco Channel 2 and Summit Channel 5. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. for you folks on Wometco, Wednesday and Thursday at 7, and Friday at 5:30 for you folks on Summit. Join us next week when we'll have all brand new stories. Until then, for all of us here at Cobb Prep Rally, have a good evening, Cobb County.